expensive of these murals removed. They feel they don't represent the culture of the area, but they represent a culture of violence that was spawned during the Troubles. They want something a little bit more interesting than a picture of a hooded gunman. And talking of hooded gunmen, on the right, the UVF paramilitary group mural over your right shoulder, the Red Hand Commando. Well, the UVF paramilitary group were set up in 1966, so regardless of how many First World War soldiers they choose to paint on their murals, there is no link between them and the UVF of the same name I mentioned earlier, formed in 1913. Coming up on the left, guns and masks. The very themes the community groups want rid of. This underlying threat of violence. Down to the right, there's 5 murals, but you have to look over your right shoulder as we pass. Some of them simple scenes from history, and some of them simply not. On the left, the Court Credit Union is where the Shankill bomb went off. There's a plaque there giving details, as there are plaques like that everywhere. There has been a major loss of life. Further ahead on the right, the Ulster Tower mural dedicated to the men of the 36th Ulster Division. I mentioned them earlier. It was their part in the first day of the Battle of the Somme when they attacked the Schwaben redoubt. It got them 4 Victoria Crosses. They achieved all their objectives, but they lost 5,500 in dead and wounded that day. The 16th Irish Division fought at the Somme several weeks later. Ironically, the two divisions found themselves fighting alongside each other the following year. On the left, the Somme archway. Over your left shoulder, the signing of the Covenant opposing Home Rule. On the right, the 9 Victoria Cross winners of the 36th Ulster Division. On the left, photograph of Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee. And coming up on the right, photographs of a very different kind. Photographs of the dead. Above the Bayardo Memorial, its victims. The Meningate and the Villeval Memorial on the right. Memorials to the lost, the battles of Ypres and the Somme.